Diamondbacks turn to Zac Gallen in Game 5 with Storybook season on the brink. Phoenix. Before Game 4 of the World Series, Diamondbacks manager Torey Lovullo was asked if he would prefer to have a fourth starter, as opposed to a roster that required a bullpen game. What did he prefer? Well, all things considered, the manager said, he knew what he preferred. Drysdale, Gibson, Koufax, Gooden. You name it, Lovullo said with a laugh. Drysdale, Gibson, Koufax, Gooden. You name it. To state the obvious, the Diamondbacks do not have Drysdale or Gibson or Koufax or Gooden. They do not have much starting pitching depth, period. But after their bullpen effort blew up in their faces in Game 4, they will turn to ace Zac Gallen in Game 5, hoping to save a season now on the brink. The Rangers' 11-7 victory on Tuesday puts them a game away from clinching the first championship in team history. And the way it played out makes the path ahead rather treacherous for the Diamondbacks. Tuesday was positioned as a bullpen game for both teams. But the Rangers jumped out to such a comfortable early lead that it was possible for them to stick with starter Andrew Heaney so long that he seemed more like an actual starter. Heaney pitched 5 innings of 1-run ball. Texas was up 10-1 when he exited. The Rangers did not have to use any of their high-leverage arms other than Jose Leclerc, who was tasked with recording just the final out. They already had Nathan Eovaldi lined up to start Game 5, the pitcher on this roster best suited to give them length. He'll now also have the peace of mind that comes with a decently rested pen behind him. The Rangers have been vexed by injuries this series. Both star outfielder Adolis Garcia and veteran pitcher Max Scherzer had to be replaced on the roster ahead of Game 4. But it's still hard to imagine they could be in a more favorable situation right now. The D-backs, meanwhile, are in a bind. They were down 10-0 by the end of the third on Tuesday, and they got there only by using Joe Mantiply, Miguel Castro, Kyle Nelson and Luis Frias. That Arizona got 5+ effective innings from Ryan Nelson was a gift to the rest of the pen. And a silver lining to falling behind as quickly as they did was the fact that they did not have to touch any of their best late-inning arms. Ryan Thompson, Kevin Ginkel and Paul Sewald did not see the mound in Game 4. But whether that trio of arms gets a chance to work meaningful innings in Game 5 will depend largely on Gallen. The D-backs ace was among the best pitchers this year in the National League. But his playoff performance has been a mixed bag. Gallen has a 5.27 ERA in his 5 starts this postseason, including a solid outing to seal the wild card series, a disastrous one to start the NLCS and a decent one that ultimately ended in heartbreak in Game 1 of the World Series. Thanks for watching NY Sports News. Stay tuned for more updates.